Welcome to episode 10 of the Pitch In for Baseball and Softball webcast. Today, I'm joined by a former Pitch In for Baseball and Softball donor and current Philadelphia Phillies minor league player, Logan O'Hoppe. Logan, thanks so much for joining me. How are you doing today?
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it. I'm doing great. Thank you. Super happy to be working with you guys again.
Absolutely. We're excited for it. And I want to talk to you, of course, about your work with us in the past. Take us back to 2013. You were a middle school student. You did a collection project and donated baseball equipment to us. What inspired you to do this project, first off?
When I was younger, obviously I'd heard about pitching for baseball and really liked the message and everything you guys were about. And being younger, I figured, why not try to do something, even though that I'm not of age technically yet. But yeah, it was something I really, really wanted to do, and it ended up working really well. We got a good amount of gear and luckily got to bring it to the warehouse. I was much younger and yeah, that kind of got the ball rolling for wanting to do stuff off the field instead of just on it.
So how did you go about spreading the word that you were collecting equipment? How did you encourage people to donate?
Back home on Long Island, in New York, I live in a small town called Sayville, New York, and it's super easy to get word around that town. So posting flyers and word of mouth really was the biggest thing that helped us raise awareness for it and be able to get as much gear as we did. So I didn't use any special method, or don't really have a secret to what it was. It was just word of mouth and just spreading the word.
Did you work with a league that you were a part of or get any assistance from the teams that you were on?
Sayville Little League was a little league that I grew up playing in, and they helped me big time with that. So they were the key factor into it all.
And do you remember how much equipment you ended up collecting? And you referenced coming to the warehouse to drop it off. What do you remember from that experience? And what did you take away from getting to donate all that gear?
Yeah, I don't remember exactly how much we got, but I know it was a good amount of duffel bags that we had to bring in. But the warehouse was really, really cool. It was a first for me, seeing what was behind the scenes of all the work that organizations like you guys put in. And again, it ignited that spark in me to want to do stuff off the field. So it was a very, very long time ago, so I don't remember too much detail from it, but what I do remember, it has stuck with me for a while.
Well, the cost of equipment is unfortunately often a barrier for kids to be able to participate in baseball and softball, and Pitch In for Baseball and Softball exists to try to eliminate those barriers. For you personally, why do you think that it's important to help kids be able to have access to the game?
To grow the game, I think. Anyone that plays this game or loves this game as much as I do knows that you want as many people to experience it as you can. So I think making that accessible to kids is super important and something that we should all continue to work on.
When did you first start playing baseball, and what are some of the ways that the game positively impacted you growing up?
Started playing organized baseball when I was 4 years old, and I've been swinging a bat since I was 1 or 2, I think. So I've been doing it as long as I can remember, and yeah, there's so much that it's helped me and taught me about life that we'd be here all night if I tried to explain it all to you. But at a young age, it taught me values and things that were important, like showing up on time to practice. Even if I was 4 or 5, we had to be on time, and little things like that, little things that are elementary, but end up being the most important things when you're an adult.
Yeah, definitely. Even playing the game now, is there anything that you can think of that just playing the sport teaches you or reminds you that is important to carry with you in the rest of your life?
Yeah, that someone always has it worse than you do. Luckily, I get to live a dream life and get to do what I love every day and come back home and do it again the next day. So it's something I don't take for granted and something that I constantly think about day to day.
Well, you'll be starting your season in about a month. You went from playing in short season ball in 2019 to getting to be in big league camp with the Philadelphia Phillies in spring training this past couple of months. Our office is located less than an hour from the ballpark, so there's a lot of Philadelphia Phillies fans around here. I want to ask how cool that experience has been for you, getting to be in big league camp, getting to be around the major league guys and learning from them over the past month or two.
It was incredible. It started last summer at Summer Camp 2.0, where I was introduced to the staff there and everybody over on that side, and everybody was great. There wasn't one person that I wasn't fond of or didn't enjoy. And from top to bottom in the Phillies organization, I think that holds true, is that everybody you meet is a good person, someone that you like to be around. So that was an extension of that, and then carry over into this winter when I got to go down to camp with them. And I was able to build relationships with a lot of those guys. And I'm really, really glad that I did, because they're people you want to be around for sure.
And finally, do you have a favorite baseball memory? It can be either from playing the game or just going to games when you were a kid, but is there a memory that stands out for you?
Not off the top of my head in particular, but I always remember going into a stadium and seeing the field for the first time, and the feeling or the rush that I got was something that I'll never forget. So I still get that every once in a while if I walk into a nicer stadium. So that holds true with me today.
All right. Well, Logan, thanks again for taking the time out of your day. Good luck this season, and we look forward to working with you again in the future.
Thank you, Kristen. Appreciate it.
If you have new or lightly used baseball or softball equipment that you can donate to help kids play ball all over the world, please email us at info@pifbs.org and visit our website, pifbs.org.